everyone, so I'm filming the intro like this because my first intro isn't going to make sense with how this video ended. So basically when I first started out on this journey, I wanted to dye my hair a dark auburn color. I wanted it to be darker than the red, but just like have that nice tinted red orange undertone in the brown. But that's where I started and that's not where I ended up. And you're gonna see everything I get through the entire video. But I just wanted to say that, you know, I ended up somewhere a bit different than where I originally started. So I will play my original intro just so you can see my journey, but I just wanted to like let you know we're heading somewhere different. But if you watch this video to kind of see what it would be like if you wanted to dye your hair from red to a brown color, then the timestamp will be on the screen right now for where you can skip to if you don't want to see me kind of formulating everything. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hi everyone, so if you're wondering, first of all, let me address this. I took off my shower curtain so that I can have a clear one so that I can watch TV on my iPad from the shower. Okay, I know how this looks. Just know that's why I did it, because I already had one here. But if you're at the time of the video, then you know that I'm going to be dyeing my hair again, but I'm trying to go from this red color, which if you're wondering how I got this color, I used the high color L'Oreal in, I think, the color magenta. This is the magenta color. It comes out this type of red when I used 20 volume developer, but I'm trying to go to more of a brown. I'll put pictures, reference photos on the screen. The color combination that I am going with, that I decided on, was from, I will put her information right here, as I don't have, it's not readily available in my mind and I'm recording on my phone. But what she did to get her hair color was use light auburn and soft auburn. She used 4 packs. I got 5, and I got 1 extra pack of light auburn because I want my hair to be a dark natural brown color, but lighter than my actual dark natural brown color. Also because my hair is already red, I thought it'd be better if I went with these auburn colors that are more in the red orange-ish family, because I'm not starting from, this hair is virgin hair, but this hair isn't. So I was really basing it off of how this hair would react to the color. So as of right now, this is my, don't judge this. Don't judge this. This is my strand test. I didn't have any tin foil, so I put it on a Ziploc bag and I shut it, and right now it's processing. So we're gonna see how that turns out together. After my strand test, we're gonna see what kind of happens, and then after that, determine what we're going to do. So I will be back with you once my strand test has finished processing, and we'll see what color it comes out. Okay, so it's been about 25 minutes that I've left. I closed it and I just been holding it in between my hands. And this is what we have. It's looking a bit purple, so I am a bit nervous. I'm not going to lie, because I definitely do not want to dye my hair purple. But I'm going to rinse it and we're gonna see how it ends up looking. Okay, so I did the strand test and here is our results. Like literally no different. Don't mind how this ball looks. It's because of how I like balled it up together, but there's literally no difference in the color. And I literally covered it, like soaked it, and had it in between my hands for 28 minutes. And this is my second test. Literally no difference. So what I think I'm going to do is, it's late now, so it's like 8. I think the stores are closed at like 7 or so. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I just came from downstairs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a darker brown, like maybe 2 bottles of a darker brown, to hopefully maybe balance it out. The only thing I'm concerned about is if I can mix and match companies. I'm not sure I can, especially because the dye I'm using is doesn't require bleach. It's only volume developer. So I'm going to see how that might work out. I'm going to do a bit more research and we're going to see what happens. But I'm not going to be dyeing my hair tonight because obviously there would be no point. I would just be putting damaging my hair for no reason, so I might as well just wait till I can possibly get a darker color to mix with these colors. Okay, so don't mind my appearance, but it's a little later, and after doing a bit of research, okay, so here's the options I'm running through, right? I'll run you through them because I'm thinking the person watching this video is someone who wants to dye their hair from red to brown, right? So I'm going to walk you through my thought process. So based off the research that I've done, there's multiple ways you can go about this. The first way is using a color stripper. There's multiple color strippers on the market. You can use the color stripper and then go to the brown. The other option that I looked at was to neutralize. And so what you can do to neutralize is, since red is this color, you use green to neutralize. The only issue I was personally running into is I'm not trying to dye my hair like an ashy brown, because I don't think ashy brown would complement my skin tone very well. I want to dye my hair more of an auburn brown. So what I was concerned about is, because red and orange are next to each other on the color wheel, I was concerned that the green would also cancel out the orange and then leave me with a weird color. So here's where we are. I can either use the color stripper and then use the colors I got, or I can use the colors I got, add green to it, and see what that result is. And I think I'm going to go with that one more. I still am going to do a strip test like I did before, but I think I'm going to go that route and see if that's what happens. Okay, so don't mind my hair, but it is a bit later, like a lot later. It's been like, I think, over 5 hours. And after the last strand test, strand test-ish, I did a bunch more research as to how to get rid of the red so that I can use the colors to get my hair to that auburn color. And I think the solution I decided on was, I'm going to, tomorrow, because it's like 10 o'clock at night at this point, I'm going to get a color remover and I'm going to remove the red. Now, after watching everyone's videos, it seems like the color remover has turned their hair to that like brassy blonde color, but I think it only did that to their hair because they bleached their hair, and I didn't bleach my hair. I used the high colors, and after doing more and more research, it seems like it works best on virgin hair, but it still can be used on processed hair. It's just hit or miss. It just depends, which is hit or miss any box dye, basically. It just depends on what color you're doing and what you have previously done. I don't know what color I will be personally left with after removing the red, so we will kind of just see what happens. I'm going to do the color remover tomorrow and then probably wait a few days, because it says that you should probably wait 48 hours before touching your hair again after doing the color remover. So that's what I'm going to do, just to stay the safest, just so that I don't, you know, end up at the end of this process not having hair. And then we'll see what we're left with after the color remover, and then hopefully we'll be able to go in with everything I have right here and you know, get to the soft brown that I'm looking for. Okay, so hi everyone. It is literally the next night, because I just decided to spend I had already planned to go out with my friend today, so I didn't cancel those plans just to do my hair. I just put my hair in 2 braids and went about my day. I also needed to go out and get more hair products, so you know, it was a double whammy. We were at the mall. There's a hair store right in front of the mall that we go to, so we went there on our occasional stops. So originally I was going to get the Matrix So Cult color remover, because I'd been doing my research, doing TikTok, seeing people use it on themselves, and that worked. But the hair store that I went to and the Sally's I called as I was in the hair store did not have the Matrix So Cult color remover. So I went with the next option that I'd heard good reviews about, because those are the only 2 hair stores that were close to where we were at. But I got the next best, which was the L'Oreal Technique color remover. I also went to the hair store instead of Sally's, because what I found is that it cost a lot less to get these products from the hair store than it did to get it from Sally's. Like, for example, the first time I dyed my hair red, I had to buy the bowl. No, I bought a bowl from Target. If you recognize this bowl, it's like, you know, one of the plastic bowls from Target for literally $3. So I'd recommend getting that. I bought this. I bought this measuring cup specifically for my hair. I bought the caps, 4 packs of hair dye, and 20 volume developer. And all of that at Sally's cost me about $60 to $80. But going to the hair store, I got all my products for the hair store. Granted, I already had this stuff because I'd done my hair before, but getting the 5 boxes, getting the volume developer, the 20 volume developer, getting these 5 packets and 20 volume developer again, all of that totaled up to be around $75, which I know is like, dang. But what I'm basically saying is that if I didn't have to buy this color remover, I would have only needed to spend $45 to recolor my hair. So if you have those options, go to a hair store before you go to Sally's, because Sally's is a bit more expensive, especially because this packet at Sally's, from the one I was looking at, was about $8 to $9, and this was only $5.99. So also this whole bottle of 16 fluent ounces of 20 volume developer was $3.99 at the hair store. So what I'm basically saying is, if you're gonna do this and you gotta remove color, I'd recommend getting your products from the hair store before going to get it for Sally's. But getting straight into it, I'm going to do a strand test, not a lot. I'm going to do a strand test on this right here. I hope you don't find that disgusting. But I just would prefer to do the strand test off my hair instead of on my hair. So I'm going to open one of these packets and do a strand test on this hair, and I'll be back to you. But I am not going to have the camera on for when I'm doing this. I'll turn it back on after I'm finished, because I've been told that these products smell horrendous, so I'm going to have the fan on in the bathroom, and so that's just going to interfere with the audio. So I'm a little scared, but from what I've heard, it is a good product. And I'll be back to show you what the strand test does, and if it lightened this full red piece of hair. Okay, so there was a slight change of plans. I was going to wait for the test piece to develop, but I was kind of nervous letting the product sit that long. Like, I didn't want to, I was reading the directions, and I didn't want to have the product sit that long and like that affect the product. It is lifting. Here is the test piece. I know it's hard to see, but it's turned into kind of like this orange color. I don't know, it's hard to see. I'll open it and I'll show y'all. I know it's hard to kind of like really picture, but it is this kind of like light auburnish orange color, versus, if you remember, my hair was kind of like a dark red. So it is working. So I'm gonna throw away that test piece. So I was reading the package, and that piece, as of right now, has been sitting about, give or take, I would say it had been sitting about at the most 40 minutes to get to that color. And on the packaging, I looked up a hair chart, which I would recommend you do as well, so you can know which, because like if you see like all of these are different directions based on what your color is. So I would look at a hair chart first to know what level your hair falls at, and that's going to help you determine how long to leave it in. And my hair was between medium shade and dark shade, and so I could either leave it in between 20 to 30 minutes, or 30 to 35, or 50 to an hour. So like I said, that one's at 45 minutes right now, and it's that color. I set a timer for, I believe, 30 or 35 minutes. So I'm going to see where I'm at that 35-minute mark. But more than likely, I'm going to try to leave it in for maybe 50 minutes. I'm a bit nervous to do that, but it's making it, I've seen so many people use this product, and when they take it out of their hair, it hasn't really caused that extreme amount of damage that the hair is breaking and falling off. Plus, I put a leave-in conditioner, like a lot of leave-in conditioner in my hair once I took my braids out. I also coated my hair in a thick honey oil. I also before I put my braids in, I put product in my hair and gel. So all of that product is still in my hair because you're not supposed to do it on clean. This angle has been terrible the entire time. I am so sorry. You're not supposed to do it on clean hair. So all that product was in my hair. I did prep my hair with even more product 2 days before doing this. I would also say if you are going to use a color eraser, please read the directions thoroughly, because there's a few things that you should not do. For example, it said keep metal away from the product, so I literally took out all of my jewelry except my top piece. It did not, because of how grown out my roots are, it did not touch my helix jewelry. But if you are, covered, you just kind of might want to remove your jewelry because the product is not supposed to be in a metal bowl. It's not supposed to be a metal mixing utensil. So it just wants you to keep it away from metal because that might cause a reaction. So please read the directions on yours thoroughly. So don't mind that the shower curtain is open. I just prepared everything for when I need to rinse out my hair. But I want to show you how light this color got our test piece. But this is our test piece. Look how light it got it. I'm going to take this test piece right now as we wait, and I'm going to apply a bit of color to it just to see what color we end up with after this has processed. So I just put our test piece in the mixture, and I set a timer on my iPad. It already looks like it's turning it into a dark color, so I'm excited, but we'll see how that turns out. I'll probably be rinsing my hair out by the time this is finished processing. So we're gonna see how it turns out together. And this will also determine if I need to go back to the hair store and get a darker brown to add to the mixture, or if we need to figure something else out. Okay, so as you can see, it definitely did lift the color. I have spots like this where I just didn't leave it as long as I did on other parts, but it definitely did lift. It says if you want to lift parts like this a bit more, just go in with a bit more product and it should be fine. My hair looks frizzy, but that's really just because of how I blow dry my hair. My curl pattern didn't change. I've always had this is my normal curl pattern. I call it no curl curls because they're basically no curl to them. I will see you in 2 days and you will see me in 2 seconds. Hi everyone, so it is a few hours away from it being 48 hours since I stripped my hair. I put a bunch of product in my hair just to prepare it for the color, but I just wanted to again wait the 48 hours just to make sure, I didn't over process my hair in one go. But I don't know, I haven't looked at the last clip and I'm not going to. I just don't want to. I haven't looked at the last clip, so I don't know how much I've updated you since my last clip. So if there's a weird jump cut, just know that that's me skipping over information I've already told you in a previous clip. But upon my further research, I've been researching these past few days and continuing to research on different products, and I kind of came to a conclusion because I think I already said that my last strand test didn't yield the results I was looking for. So on the blonde part of my hair, I was trying to find a different color I could possibly use to cover up the blonde, because when I was using the high colors, the auburn and the soft auburn and the light auburn, it was just putting my hair back to that red. So what I did was I researched and I found this. I had originally found the L'Oreal Ferraria, I believe is what it was called, and I just couldn't find any colors in the Ferraria that I was really satisfied with. I'm looking for a brown with warm undertones and not cold undertones, because I'm trying to not wash myself out when I color my hair. So again, I decided on this. This is the L'Oreal Excellence Cream in the color 4AR. It's dark chocolate brown, and if you look at the side of the box, no, right here at the bottom, I'm basing it off of, obviously these colors are based off of natural hair, but it's the closest I can go off of, and it's basing it off of, it says light brown, but that looks like a blonde to me, and so the bottom one would be the result, because that's kind of what I'm going for. And so I was possibly thinking of putting that on the blonde and then still putting the light auburn on my roots to have just an auburn that fades into a chocolatey brown. But I obviously want to do a strand test before I do that, and I probably will come back to you after I've done the strand test, and I'll show you the results. Okay, so here is my test piece. I think it turned out really nicely. It's hard to see the difference between the auburn that I put at the roots, but I like that because it's a nice transition. It looks like this because I put the conditioner and the shampoo that the box dye came with on it. I'm expecting the color to be a bit darker than this, and the reason I say that is because when I was processing, I didn't put anything over it, so eventually it dried out, which is going to make it less dark than if I were to put the shower cap on it. But yeah, I'm going to set everything up, and then I'm going to put the box on the blonde and then put the auburn at my roots. And I'm going to do a time lapse for that, so I hope you enjoy. So I forgot to mention, I ended up buying 3 boxes of the brown dye. I was just nervous. I was even nervous that the 3 wasn't going to be enough, but I was still only through the first bottle when I got into my first front piece. So I'd recommend still buying 3 just to be on the safe side, or 2. I just like to really saturate my hair to make sure that the color processes all the way through. So determine how you want, but yeah, I used 3 boxes on my hair. Also, wear gloves. Okay, so I'm processing, and if you can see, the bottom is already this really dark chocolatey color. I'm expecting most of it to maybe wash out or get lighter with my washes. I set a timer for 10 minutes because obviously the process, I don't know how long it's been in my hair, but the process of putting the hair dye in, I feel like at least took 20 minutes, so that's why I did 10 minutes. Plus, I'm okay with my roots being a bit darker than the rest of my hair. I just really want this part to process a bit darker, but I'm gonna go wash my hands downstairs because I have all of this set up right here, and I don't want to touch it all with my hands like this. So sorry, I was reaching for paper towel because I got some on the wall. But yeah, I'll just be back with you tomorrow. But so far, I really like the color. And yeah. Okay, so here is my hair after I've like brushed it out and blow dried it. The front is a bit lighter than the back because it processed less time than the back. But also, if you don't remember, I still had a bit of that red color more so right here than I did in the back. I'm trying to like get a back piece to have so you can see it. It's like only a bit darker, but all of it looks good. I'm about to braid my hair. That's my normal style that I wear my hair in, so that's what I'm about to do. But I just wanted to show you how it looked out because I find when I put my hair in braids, the color ends up looking a bit darker. Different location, different lighting. I just forgot to say, I do not know why the roots didn't take. They're just my natural color. They don't look terrible on the brown. It just looks like it fades from my natural color to this. I did put the L'Oreal High Color Soft Auburn mixed with Light Auburn on my roots, and it didn't take. I should also say that I do not know what was in the conditioner came with the box dye, but my hair feels like just as healthy as it did before I dyed it or I stripped it of the color. Because I will say, after I stripped it of the color, my hair felt, even though I put product in it, my hair was just kind of feeling weird, and that's why at that point I still wanted to wait 2 days, but I was also a bit nervous to dye my hair again. But that conditioner that they had in the packet, it was saying that you should use it once every week, but I just ended up putting all the conditioners and putting it in my hair and like tying my hair up and just having it sit like that, and my hair feels like I said, it feels amazing. It feels like I hadn't even touched it. So I don't know what's in that conditioner, but it's clearly magical. But yeah, I don't know why my roots didn't take. Can't help it. Can't do anything about it. Oh, also, this is another reason to wear your gloves. It's on my nails. It's a lot better than it was last night because I washed my hands a lot, but yeah, I have to, that's still in my nails from not wearing gloves. Again, I will be back with you after I've braided my hair and this video will be finished. I'm sorry it's coming out a day late, but I just kind of wanted to give you the full process. I didn't want to just end it here because this isn't how I normally style my hair, so I wanted to give you the realistic look of everything. Hello, for the very last time in this video, here is my hair. I love it so much, and the roots actually did take. They're just very, very subtle, which again I very much like. It's kind of easier to see in this lighting, but if you, especially like right in here, it's like a very, very, it's slightly lighter to the point where like I can see it. I don't know if it's really showing up on camera, but there is a difference. It did take. I just didn't leave it in long enough for it to be lighter, but I'm fine with that. I'm completely happy with the results. For some reason, I don't know, maybe it's me or my hair looks lighter when it's in braids, but either way, I'm in a new era with my hair. I'm really happy with the results that I came out with. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I just wanted to leave in all my like thoughts and stuff. I normally would cut it out, but I thought maybe someone else would find it helpful to see like the entire process that I went to of having to go through dyeing my hair brown at home, and maybe like some of the research. I kind of wanted to put it in just maybe if you didn't want to do that research yourself or you didn't know where to look. I wanted to leave in all the stuff that I figured out throughout this process. It was, I don't know, I started this Thursday of last week, and I'm basically ending it when I'm ending this video. So it was a week-long process of, almost a week-long process of figuring all of this out. Again, I hope you found this helpful. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more of me. I post every Wednesday, even though this video is going out on a Thursday. I hope you have a good weekend, weekday, weeknight, and bye!